Hi students, good morning to you all. This is Radhakrishna. In previous sessions, we are going to discuss about the introduction and electronic configuration and occurrence and some of the physical properties of alkaline earth metals are discussed. In this video, I am going to discuss about the some of the factors about the alkaline earth metals. They are first one is. So, in this video, I am going to discuss about the anomalous properties of beryllium. Anomalous properties of beryllium. So, and second one is diagonal relationship between the beryllium and aluminum. Diagonal relationship between the beryllium and aluminum. And the third concept is the biological importance of magnesium and calcium plus 2 ions. Biological importance of magnesium and calcium ions. All these three concepts are discussed in this video. Now coming to the concept anomalous properties of beryllium. Okay, we are already discussed that in the groups every first element, in every group the first element shows some anomalous properties, some anomalous behavior with the remaining respective their group elements. With the remaining their respective group elements, they show some abnormal properties. So, like beryllium is also shows some anomalous properties compared with remaining alkaline earth metals. Some of them are we are discussed now. So, first of all, first one is. So the anomalous character for beryllium is due to the small size and absence of d orbitals. Small size and absence of d orbitals. Due to these two reasons, beryllium shows some anomalous properties. The first property is beryllium plus 2 ion has high polarizing power. High polarizing power. So, and the next one is so beryllium compounds, the compounds which are formed by the beryllium are more covalent in nature. Covalent in nature and are readily soluble in and readily soluble in water. Readily soluble in water. Okay, so generally covalent compounds are not soluble in water, but in case of beryllium, those compounds are covalent, even though covalent compounds, but these are soluble in water. These are soluble in water and Now we are taking the sulfates of the alkaline earth metals. Sulfates of the alkaline earth metals, that is BeSO4, MgSO4, CaSO4, SrSO4, DaSO4. The first one is barium sulfate, second one is magnesium sulfate, third one is calcium sulfate, strontium sulfate, and barium sulfate. Now we are taking the sulfates of the alkaline earth metals. So this BeSO4, barium sulfate is soluble in water. Barium sulfate is soluble in water, but the remaining sulfates, that is magnesium sulfate, calcium sulfate, strontium sulfate, and barium sulfate, all these are not soluble in water. All these are not soluble in water. And the next point is so beryllium, due to the small size, beryllium can form complexes. Beryllium can form complexes, but the remaining alkali metals are does not form complexes. Because of the beryllium having small size, they are readily form complexes. So, and last point, the maximum covalency for beryllium is 4. Actually, alkaline earth metals compounds have the covalency only 2 because of containing 2 s electrons. But in case of beryllium, the maximum covalency for beryllium is 4. It forms 4 bonds. Example is like that: BeOH 4 times 2 minus, BeOH 4 times 2 minus. This is called berylate ion. So like this it forms many complexes, like fluorides also forming, and many complex fluorides are formed, and hydroxides are formed. So these are the anomalous properties of beryllium. Okay, now coming to the second concept, diagonal relationship between beryllium and aluminum. We already know that the definition of diagonal relationship: the relationship between the first element of a group with the next element of the second group is called diagonal relationship. Okay, so we also know the reasons for the diagonal relationship: having the similar size, same polarizing power, and similar electronegative difference. So due to the all reasons, so there is a gist of diagonal relationship between beryllium and aluminum. Okay, now coming to the concept, Okay, so due to the same polarizing power of beryllium plus 2 and aluminum plus 3, there is a existence of diagonal relationship. There is a existence of diagonal relationship. Now, what are the diagonal relationship? So, what are the similarities between the beryllium and aluminum due to the diagonal relationship are? Okay, so both hydroxides, that is beryllium hydroxides and aluminum hydroxides, are dissolved in excess of alkali. Alkali means base. Alkali means base, like NaOH, NaOH, and forms corresponding berylate ion and aluminate ion. The chemical formula for berylate ion is BeOH4 2 minus and aluminum OH4 minus. Aluminum OH4 minus. So both are forming berylate ions and aluminate ions. Okay, next. Okay, so these metals, both aluminum and beryllium, does not attacked by the acids, does not reacted with, that means does not reacted with acids, because so there is a formation of oxide films. There is a formation of oxide films takes place at the surface of the metal. So this oxide film can protect the particular metal, so towards the acids. Suppose it is the metal surface. Suppose just think it is a metal surface, and so there is a formation of metal oxide takes place. There is a formation of metal oxide takes place. So when we add the acid to this, so this oxide film layer or oxide layer can protect the remaining metal surface, so which does not participated in the, which does not give the reaction with the acid. So that's why both are forming oxide films at the surface of their metals. Then those are not reacted with acids. Those are not reacted with acids. And next point is, they are forming complex fluorides. They are forming complex fluorides. So I am giving the examples. So BeF4 2 minus, BeF4 2 minus, and AlF6 3 minus, AlF6 3 minus. So these are the complexes of fluorine with respect to the beryllium and aluminum. Both compounds or both the elements are forming complex fluorides. Now coming to the next point, so both both metal chlorides can form bridge structure with Cl minus bridge, with Cl minus ion bridge in vapor state. In polymeric state, beryllium chloride is in polymer. Beryllium chloride is in solid state. In solid state, beryllium chloride is in polymeric state. So that is discussed in another way. So now both metal chlorides can form bridge structure with the Cl minus ion bridge in vapor phase. Just look at the structures. This is chlorine beryllium, Cl, beryllium. This is the beryllium chloride structure. It is in the dimer form like a bridged structure. Similarly, we are taking aluminum. This is AlCl3 generally representation. This is BeCl2 beryllium chloride. Only two chlorines are attached, but it is in bridged structure. It is also in bridged structure like this representation. Okay, so these are the two bridged structures of the aluminum chlorides and beryllium chlorides. Okay, now the chlorides of the both the metals are soluble in organic solvents only, not in water. These are not soluble in water, but these two compounds, either beryllium chloride or aluminum chloride, both are soluble in organic solvents, not in water. Okay, coming to the last point in similarities of beryllium and aluminum due to the diagonal relationship is, so these so these chlorides of beryllium and aluminum both are acts as strong Lewis acids. Both are acts as strong Lewis acids. According to the Lewis acid definition, the substance which accepting the lone pair of electrons, which accepting the lone pair of electron is called Lewis acid, and which donating the lone pair of electrons is called Lewis base. So that's why, so these chlorides, either beryllium chloride or aluminum chloride, both are acts as strong Lewis acids. Both are acts as strong Lewis acids. That's why these are used in Friedel-Crafts reactions. So either acylation or alkylation. So these are used as Friedel-Crafts catalysts. So because of the reaction purpose, those are used as catalysts. So those reactions are Friedel-Crafts reactions. That's why those are called Friedel-Crafts catalysts. Okay. So these are the similarities between the beryllium and aluminum due to the diagonal relationship. Now coming to the next topic is biological importance of magnesium and calcium ions. Biological importance of magnesium and calcium ions. How the magnesium and calcium ions are useful in biological systems. Biological systems. Now actually before we are going that an adult body contains an adult body, that means a human body which is at the sufficient age and sufficient health. An adult body contains, okay, so 25 grams of magnesium. So it contains 25 grams of magnesium and nearly 1200 grams, that is 1.2 kg, 1.2 kg of calcium. And next one, so 50 grams of iron and 0.06 grams of copper. 0. This is magnesium, this is calcium, and this is iron, and this one is copper. An adult body containing 25 grams of magnesium, 1200 grams of calcium, and 50 grams of iron, and 0.06 grams of 0.06 grams of copper are present. So and remaining elements are also present, but these are the main constituents are present. Okay, now coming to the biological importance with respect to the magnesium, G+2 magnesium. Okay, so first one, so it is the main constituent So magnesium is the main constituents in chlorophyll, so which is the green pigment in plants. So the green color to the leaves of the plants is appear due to the presence of chlorophyll. Due to the presence of chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is responsible for the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process. Without photosynthesis process, there is no food in the planet. Plants are the only substances which create the food, which are creating the food. So due to the presence of chlorophyll, the leaves of the plants are in a green color. So these are responsible for most important part of the photosynthesis. So plants are absorbing CO2 gas. Plants are absorbing CO2 gas from the atmosphere and water molecules from the ground level, and in presence of light radiation, by using chlorophyll as an enzyme. So food is prepared, that means glucose or carbohydrates are prepared. So this is the process of photosynthesis. So this chlorophyll is the main constituent of photosynthesis process. So it can transfer the light radiation into chemical energy. So the magnesium is presented in the chlorophyll. So due to the chlorophyll, the plant leaves are in green color. Without chlorophyll, there is no green color is obtained. Okay, next second one is So enzymes involved in ATP requires Mg plus 2. Okay, so for the production of ATP, so many enzymes are used. So these enzymes are required magnesium ions. These enzymes are required magnesium ions. And next property, next use is it is also present in the animal cells. Animal cells also magnesium is present. Okay, so these are the biological importances of magnesium plus 2. Now coming to the biological importances of calcium plus 2. Biological importance of calcium plus 2. Okay, so an animal body requires 200 to 300 mg of calcium daily. An animal body requires 200 to 300 milligrams of calcium. Okay, so this calcium is present as this calcium is present in our body as bones and teeth. In bones and teeth as appetite. As appetite. The chemical formula of appetite is Ca3PO4 twice. Calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate. So bones and teeth are made with calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate, which are more stable compound. And next point is, I am writing it here, enamel. So which is calcium fluorapatite. So the formula is Ca3PO4 twice CaF2. This is the formula for the calcium fluorapatite, which is called enamel. So that is, what is enamel, sir? So enamel means the yellow layer which is present on the teeth. Okay, we can observe the so many persons, their teeth, there is a yellow layer is obtained. So this yellow layer is called enamel, which is the formula of calcium fluorapatite, Ca3PO4 twice CaF2, which is more dangerous to the teeth. Not only teeth, bones also affected. So we already know that the fluoride affected persons, so many cases are available. So due to the fluorine which is present in the water, so when we are drinking the water containing fluorine, so there is a formation of enamel takes place, and so the bones are also weakened due to the fluoride. So the appetite can be converted into calcium fluorapatite and weaken the bones. So it is more dangerous. Okay, so and another points also there. This calcium required for blood clotting, this calcium is necessary for blood clotting and heart beating. This calcium is necessary for the blood clotting and necessary to heart beating and muscle contraction. This calcium is very required for the blood clotting as well as heart beating and muscles construction. Muscle construct. Okay, so these are the biological importances of calcium plus 2. Again, I am repeating the biological importances of magnesium and calcium ions. So first of all, we are going to that topic. An adult body contains nearly 25 grams of magnesium, 1200 grams of calcium, 50 grams of iron and 0.06 grams of copper. So now coming to the biological importances of magnesium. So it is the main constituent in chlorophyll enzyme, which is the green pigment in the plants. Due to the presence of chlorophyll, so the plant leaves are in green color. So this chlorophyll enzyme is the responsible for the one of the most important constituent in photosynthesis. So plants create food by using CO2 from the atmosphere and water from the ground and in presence of sunlight, so and also presence of chlorophyll. Okay, so they are producing carbohydrates, which are food materials we are taking. Okay, so this chlorophyll enzyme can be converted the sunlight into chemical energy. So this chemical energy is used to combine the CO2 and water molecules with to form carbohydrates, which is food. Okay, so next the enzymes which are involved in the production of ATP requires magnesium. So it is present at the concentration in the animal cells. It is located in the animal cells. Okay, so next coming to the biological importances of calcium. An animal body, that means our body or animal body, every body requires nearly 200 to 300 milligrams of calcium daily. And this calcium is present in our body with bones and teeth as in the form of appetite, calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate is nothing but appetite. Okay, so enamel, next point, enamel. So enamel, which is nothing but calcium fluoroapatite. So it is present as a yellow layer on the teeth. Yellow layer on the teeth. Its formula is Ca3PO4 twice and CaF2. This formula is important and so it is necessary. Calcium is necessary for blood clotting purpose, heart beating purpose and muscles contraction purpose. Muscle contraction purpose. So all these are the biological importances of calcium and magnesium. I hope everyone is understanding the concepts of anomalous properties of beryllium, diagonal relationship between beryllium and aluminium, and the last one, biological importance of magnesium and calcium. Thank you to one and all.